Good morning. It's day 8 post-op my back surgery. So I'm just getting ready to do my morning walk. A lot of people were asking what was the reason why I chose to have back surgery in the first place. So this video will be a little bit longer than normal. So my problem probably started about 2 years ago. But even before that, I've already been having some back pain, but sort of like the muscular kind. When I was in college, the left side of my back hurt quite a bit. There was aches. You could feel like the muscle having a knot over there, but I didn't think much of it. My lifestyle prior to that was very active. I played a lot of sports, basketball, volleyball, badminton, swimming, you name it. I was into lifting a lot, so I was in the gym quite a bit. That was my happy place. So like I said, 2 years back, I started having numbness down my butt cheeks, both the left and the right. I was working as a home health physical therapist at that time, so I was driving quite a bit. There was this one patient that I had to lift because he was like a max assist. He just had a stroke. Ever since I did that lift, I think that was a bad lift for me. The numbness started down my left and right cheek and then progressively got worse, so the numbness moved down over to my thighs. I would initially feel it when I sat down for a long time as I was driving, so I couldn't tolerate long periods of driving. An hour or two was like a lot for me. I decided to have a consult with my doctor, with a surgeon, with an orthopedic surgeon. So we did the MRI. We found like severe spinal stenosis was there, arthritic changes on both sides of my L5 and S1. They were just like really compressed where the nerves were coming out, where the nerve roots. So it was just like getting really compressed. So I went to him and I saw a spine doctor as well, confirmed the same thing, showed him and then they both said the same thing. The choices that they gave me were I could do conservative therapy first, shots, corticosteroid shots for my back, or nerve ablation. And then the last thing was surgery, which I didn't really want to do. I opted not to do those three things first, so I stuck with the conservative therapy in which I decreased the weight that I was lifting. I modified a lot of things. I incorporated Dr. Stuart McGill's back exercises, slowly building up. I focused a lot on my core. I did a lot of Pilates, some calisthenics. And about 6 months after that initial injury, I felt like I was a little bit better. I slowly eased back into my regular routine, playing basketball slowly, lifting a little bit heavier. I felt back like I was normal. I had some numbness, but not as bad as before. So I was playing basketball, doing everything that I was doing, living life, still working. And then about February of this year, what happened was I was playing basketball. And then as I was running up and down the court, there was this one move where I tried to run and then do a layup. As I was running, mid-run, my left leg just stopped moving. So I was just hopping on my right leg. And that sort of like scared me a little bit. My left leg felt like it was burning and cramping. So initially, I didn't even think that it was like a nerve or my back acting up. I rested for a few minutes, stretched my leg out, thought it was a cramp. It went away. And then when I went back into court and I was sprinting up and down, just like one up, and then as I was going back down, my left leg started to not move. So it was just not moving. It was heavy, it was achy. That was the start of it was the start of basically hell for me. The pain in the leg is just different. It starts off as like a dull ache at my low back. It got numb down my butt cheeks and down to my thigh. But once it reached my calf area, it just felt like it was burning, and then my left leg got heavy progressively. It got worse and worse. Initially, I pulled everything back again, lifted light, just went into walking, did the Pilates again, but I couldn't walk for initially more than 2 miles before my left leg started to hurt, and then it just got worse and worse. I couldn't walk a mile without stopping, and then I couldn't walk maybe a block without it starting to hurt. up to the point that I couldn't even walk half a block, or just from my house to my kids' bus stop. I couldn't even walk that without my legs starting to hurt. So I went back to the doctor. They basically found the same thing, except it was worse. I guess I just, silly of me to not think about it, but it just got worse. The stenosis was a little bit worse. The space between the disc for my L5 and S1 was just like smaller now. The symptoms were just like impacting my quality of life a lot. I couldn't do a lot of things, even just me going to the grocery store up and down the aisles. I'd have to stop in between, which, like, you're just pushing a grocery cart, and I couldn't walk. Going to the mall, walking from the parking lot just to enter the mall, I'd have to stop because my leg was just not moving. It was painful. Going up and down the stairs, 2 flights, and then, or even just a flight. My quality of life was just bad. So I went back to the doctor, like I said, did the MRI, and then that's when we decided I needed to have the surgery done, just because I wasn't living anymore. Mentally, it was really bad for me. I would probably say that I was depressed, really depressed, because I couldn't do a lot of things that I wanted to do. Playing with my kids was difficult. Just life was difficult in general. Even working as a physical therapist was sort of difficult. I could manage, I could rest, and I could sit down, but it wasn't me. I'm guessing it's sort of like the same for a lot of people out there. But the biggest thing was like my quality of life and my sanity. I felt like I was going crazy with the pain and then with the limitations that I had. And then, I tried the epidural shot, the corticosteroid shot, that didn't take. It gave me maybe 2 days of relief, but because I wasn't moving after the shots. Getting a little bit teary-eyed because that was a dark place for me. Up until the surgery, that was the reason why I wanted to do the surgery. I hope that gave you guys a good background of, or at least a brief background of why I wanted to do the surgery. Like I said, it's day 8 for me. Still have to wear the brace. I'm feeling a lot better, very positive now. When I do my walks outside, I don't feel any of the pain. I feel my back aching, which is normal. I feel like the muscular part of it hurting, but aside from that, I don't feel the nerve pain right now, which I'm very thankful for. I hope this video helps. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.